Yeah, we is live. Welcome to very first edition, driving you crazy. World famous Medford Peter. He's your happy host, and we're gonna get into it. And people will subscribe to these channels over time, but in the meantime, world famous is on the road, and of course, we gotta talk about some things. So if you are a driver for Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Seamless, Amazon Flex, or any of the other ones, Postmates, all that happy, lovely stuff, Lyft or Uber, guess what? This is the channel you want to subscribe to. And we are building this channel from zero. So, you know what? This would be one of those channels where you just have to sit back, relax, wait, and see what I'm going to say next. And I do drive for Uber, Postmates, Grubhub, which Grubhub is a full-time job, DoorDash, and I've learned a lot of things, but DoorDash has a flaw in the system. Now I'm going to tell you what the flaw is. Okay, there is a flaw, and this is where the flaw is. First of all, here's where the flaw is, and I'm going to tell you what it is. DoorDash before, when you would sign up, you'd go into the office in Boston, because this is out of a Boston office. You go to the office in Boston, and when you would go to the office in Boston to go and sign up for, DoorDash, you'd fill everything out, and they would screen you and all this other stuff. Well, what they have done is they've changed all that. You can now do all of it right online, and when you apply, you can apply for, depending on what you're applying for, is depending on what they will actually send you. So for an example, if you are a DoorDash driver and you want to drive your vehicle and work for DoorDash, that's when you go to the office, give them your insurance, your registration, they set you all up, they give you an orientation, all that happy stuff. However, DoorDash also has walkers, they have bike messengers, and they have scooters. Well, before, when you were going to get deactivated in the Boston market, I don't know what it's like in other markets, but in the Boston market, if you were going to get deactivated, you would very simply, if your rating got below 420 for delivering bad food or not being polite to customers or whatever it is, you would get thrown off the system. And the deactivation rate was 420 throughout the country. So then around May 2018, what they did is they ended up closing the Boston office for 3 months. And basically what they were doing is they were sending you to, directly, like you go to the office, there was nothing there. They kept telling you go to the information in your phone. And basically you had to contract DoorDash through that, how can I help you area in your phone, for customer service as well as for drivers. And it was a problem because drivers that were thrown off for deactivation, what they did is the day that they closed the Boston office, they also raised the rate from 420 to 450 throughout the country. So if your rating was below 450, you got deactivated automatically. Well, in my case, my DoorDash account was a 419 because somebody messed with my phone. I then went in the office prior to this in like March, brought my score, I had told them what happened. Somebody tapped into my phone, and I had my DoorDash account in 2 separate phones. And what happened was, my phone, because the phone number was linked to my phone, what happened was, it also, when you have iPhones, sometimes you have that Apple setup where it links from one phone to the other phone. So when you download DoorDash, say in one phone, it downloads it also in the other phone as well. Well, what ended up happening is that somebody from my past got a hold of that and was logging me in and out and booking me and scheduling for me for hours when I physically wasn't even working. So in other words, they would book in, log me in, send me a bunch of jobs, and then I would get a phone call. Sorry, are you working, sir? And I'm like, no. Well, what ended up happening was I had to change my passwords, change everything with DoorDash. Had to go in the office, had to speak to a manager, Had to go through all this stuff, went through it. Finally, what ended up happening, I had gone out of my way to purposely make sure that I had everything covered. So my biggest philosophy and problem was, okay, how do I fix the issue? So I bring my issue, my rating was a 419, the manager returned on my phone, and I went from a 419 to a 449 within 35 jobs, which is like 5 on every job except for 1 or 2. So I bring my rating all the way up to where it was, almost perfect. The day that they closed the office, they also deactivated my phone because I was under 450. I went in there, waited 2.5 months. I come back in there to walk through the door. Hi, I want to be reactivated. There's a problem in the system. You guys raised the rate. I'm under the grandfather rate of 420. Sir, we don't want to hear it. You got deactivated. You got deactivated. Well, I found the flaw in the system. You have an email and you have a phone number that you sign up with DoorDash with. Obviously, everybody has that. If you change your email, if you change your phone number and then re-sign up with the exact same information under a scooter, you can get re-signed up and be logged back in on DoorDash. Not only do I have a regular account under Scooter, I also said, let me see if this also works for the public. So what I did is I made a second email and a second DoorDash account using a different phone number under a different phone. And I have 2 DoorDash accounts. And most people don't realize you can actually do this. So if you loved working for DoorDash and you got totally thrown off the system and they were saying you're fired, you can't ever come back, you can always come back under scooter mode, which you can also be in your car. They'll never know the difference. Okay, I've tested the theory. And on top of that I also realized that when you're under scooter mode and you're in the Boston market, when you have 2 DoorDash accounts, you cannot run them both at the same time. It will really throw things off. However, what you should do is once you are back on scooter mode, grab every job you can as quickly as possible because they think you're on a scooter and they think you can zip through traffic. Now, you can't necessarily do that. However, due to the fact of learning about the scooter mode and how it all works, you can actually make very, very good money doing what I did. And by having 2 DoorDash accounts, you can actually have both DoorDash accounts caught up. If you want to drive for one day, you drive for that day. You want to drive the other one the other day, you drive for that one on that day. Now, the deactivation rate I know is still 450 or below. However, if your ratings on everything else are higher and they see that you're trying your hardest and they know you are new, they let it go for some time and you will not be deactivated. However, in the future, if something happens, you get deactivated for some reason. If you go below 450 and you're terminated, reapply with a different email and a different phone number and you'll be right back on again within 4 days. And I just wanted to share that with all of you because you know what? I know this is the first video I've done. This is all live. I just want to give a shout out to all my other colleagues that are out here. But you know what? If you watch this video, you should definitely subscribe to this channel because I give you the inside information that a lot of these places may not actually give you for info. But my whole goal is to give you trade secrets on little things that are happening and give you updates as things go along. And you know what's funny? I learned a lot from doing this over as many years as I've been doing it. But I also know that you have to be fair and you just need to give people chances. And you know what? Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button and do everything you're supposed to do. Share this with other content, other YouTubers, other people out there. Share this on other places on Facebook and make this go viral. Because you know what? Other people may see it somewhere else and they might actually get to a certain point where if it happened to them, they'll at least know what to do. This is great money. I made $79,000 last year delivering food. This is in the Boston market. So you know what? Let's make all this work. Let's grow the channel. I don't know who's here, but it's okay. It don't matter. All that matters is that you get the truth and you learn all about how I can drive you crazy. Another fine educational video hosted by world famous Medford Peter. In the meantime, have a wonderful evening. I'm out of here if I can figure out how to end this. Have a good day.